reactors on. FFG,
I have my mic
again.
this time.
Yeah, you do have your mic this time. FFG really like gave us the present of the
Perfect
month.
timing today.
It is perfect timing. Yes, it was like, oh, we're gonna record tonight, and then news flash.
By the way, here's content.
Yes, and the cool part about it is like the first reaction was, for what you gave us today, I think I should give you 60 portions. Like the first thought came to my mind was the guy from Force Awakens, Star Wars 7. So this is going to be, I'm Berto.
I'm Nims.
Slick Paint Gaming. This is part 2 of the new Wave 9 preview. And we're going to be talking about the Special Forces TIE expansion pack.
Oh my God.
Special Forces. Every time I think of Special Forces, I think of Chuck Norris. Right? Or Rambo. But take a look at this.
It's sexy. And again, sorry for all you modders and painters out there.
Yeah,
But,
right.
Here it is with the comm relay.
Yep. So one of the things when I saw The Force Awakens, my first reaction was how come the TIE FO that we have does not have the dual seat shooting out the back thing? Because that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, FFG is going to be releasing a video of that and a ship of that. Sure enough, here it is.
Yep.
This thing. It's just like the movie. It's got all the glory. It's got the auxiliary firing arc. So with the Arc 170 shooting out the back, now you have a Imperial fighter that shoots at the back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, looks like 4 new pilots.
Yes.
A 3, a 5, a 7, and a 9.
Another 9 for the Imperials.
I know, right?
God. What is with this?
Well, they have all the
9?
training. They have all these bases and stuff and flight schools, and they could train their pilots. The Rebels are just like jacklegs stuck out in the outer rim that they're picking up at bars.
Picking up at bars.
Oh, I mean,
hey,
Luke,
they're going to fight to us today. We're going to kick some Imperial ass.
well, I mean, okay. Finn and Rey go into a bar. Luke goes into a bar. I mean, come on.
It sounds like a bad joke.
Finn, Rey, and Luke walk into a bar.
But check this out. They have 4 new pilots, 2 named pilots, 2 generic pilots.
Yep, looks like another Zeta and Omega.
Yes. The cool part about it is you do see a new 9 skill pilot, value 9.
Quickdraw. McGee.
But it says TIE SF. So this is not the TIE FO. This is a different ship.
Yep.
A lot of people don't, they forget about that. This is a whole completely different ship.
Well, yeah, it's got more shields.
Uh-huh.
And
drop 1 agility, but gain more shields, at least 2 more. So it's a 2 attack with auxiliary firing arc, 2 agility, 3 hull, 3 shield. This thing is sexy.
Yeah. And then, of course, you get the special. I'm gonna shorten it every time and say Spec Ops training.
Spec Ops training.
Looks like it says when attacking with a primary weapon from your primary firing arc, you may roll 1 additional attack die. If you do not, you may perform an additional attack from your auxiliary firing arc.
Imperial's getting more love.
So you either can roll 3 dice in range 2 to 3 out of the front, or you can roll 2 dice out of the rear. In addition to your normal attack.
That is interesting.
That's 2 attacks around.
Dual attack. 2 attacks around. I like that ability. It just gives you different flexibility. I would probably, because it's a 0 cost upgrade, I would definitely just drop it right on and use it for primary most of the time. Because then that gives
situational,
a TIE fighter that has a primary weapon of 3. That's huge. I mean, and you don't see that. Quick Draw's ability with the new pilot says once per round, when you lose a shield token, you may perform a primary weapon attack. So this is very interesting. A lot of the forums were blowing up because of this thing. Because one of the things that I wanted to pull up, there was a guy, Aaron, over on the Nova Squadron Facebook page. I was checking out all the different forums and what have you. He dropped a good thing. He's like, quick draw with PTL and electronic baffle versus a Soontir. So it moves up to Soontir and target locks and focuses, gets the stress. Baffle converts the stretch to a damage. It says you may take 1 damage to remove a stress token off your ship.
So you lose a shield.
So you lose a shield. Attack in the activation phase on an unactivated tokenless fell with 4 target locked and focused dice. Isn't that interesting?
That's very interesting. I wonder if they're gonna FAQ that right out of the box.
Because if you think about it, if he's a 9,
Uh-huh.
right, and let's say if you go for initiative bid, right, and you have the higher where you attack first.
Yeah. Okay.
If you have a tokenless fell sitting there that's already stressed because he hasn't done his maneuvers or actions, if you do all your maneuvers, right, with electronic baffle, you could potentially shoot at Soontir. Right, and that's
nice.
And that's not considered your attack though. That's considered part of the card, I think.
Well, and think about this too, right? All right, so
Just once per round.
So you do that first, right?
When you lose a shield,
and then
Soontir
goes past you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot out of my auxiliary firing arc.
Yeah, and it's a primary weapon attack out the back. So that's my. So a lot of people were talking about the whole Quickdraw's ability, and because he's a 9 and all that stuff. But I think this ship is going to bring a lot of TIE Fighter love back, and you do see the special ops or spec ops training with his 0-point title card, which is pretty interesting, and it's non-unique, which means you can have multiple of them. You're going to probably start seeing a lot of swarms that have with this TIE. The TIE
How
SF.
many points is that? Is that 29 or 22?
29 points for Quickdraw.
That's an expensive TIE.
Well, for Quickdraw.
True.
But if you wanted to give like the Zeta, who's a 3, right? So probably a Zeta with a 3 is probably going to lose a couple points.
Well, we don't know what kind of. Well, no, it's a modification.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to be interesting. I think a lot of people are going to start. You're probably going to see swarms come back because now swarms with the 3 attack dice. I've always said that too. I love my 4T70 swarms, but it's not feasible against palp aces and all that stuff. But now with the barrel roll cards, a lot of options are coming back here.
Yeah.
But I would think you're going to start seeing Zeta or Mega or combinations of with the Spec Ops title because it's 0 points.
It just sounds nasty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in flying them. I'm more of the Imperial player out of the two of us, so I'm looking forward to it.
Or even throwing Quickdraw on an aces list.
Yeah.
With a 9?
Yeah.
Another 9 for Imperials. Damn you, FFG. So it's not going to be Soontir me doing drinks for. It's going to be damn Quickdraw. I'm like, fucking Quickdraw. But anyway.
Which sounds a bit more like drinking.
Exactly.
Quickdraw McGee.
The other pilot you do see on the card is Backdraft, which I just love the name. I grew up, my parents were both firefighters and stuff like that. So knowing that Backdraft, if you know what Backdraft is, was the movie Backdraft.
That's where they get it on top of the fire truck.
Is that what it's called? No,
they did that in the movie. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yes, they did that in the movie. But anyway, so I like the concept Backdraft.
The parts I remember.
Yeah, that's the one part I remember is when they get it on top of the fire truck. The other interesting things, where is? I lost it. There it is. So. This is, like I said, the Poe and Finn. It's the same thing that you see in Star Wars 7.
Missile upgrade.
Yeah, it's an entirely different vessel, trading away a point of agility in favor of the 2 extra points on shield, which is nice. And it's a complete different maneuver dial. We don't see what the maneuver dial is. It has a missile upgrade, which is huge. Again, you can also... it's got 2 unique aces. It's got 5 different upgrades coming up. It's also got the tech upgrade, so comm relay and stuff. Like I was saying, the particular build, but this is it's pretty amazing. You see standard tokens, so nothing different, but the auxiliary firing arc. I think this is going to change a lot of the games. I think you're going to start seeing a lot of swarms with this, potentially with title special ops title card.
And I'm trying to figure out what some of these other ones are. So wired is one of them.
Yeah,
that's the far left.
Mm-hmm.
Something
Coldet.
Mm-hmm.
Coldet and something cluster. Or collusion,
secret,
but it's a comm thing. It's a new comm card, which is nice because there was only 2 comm cards. It was like weapons guidance, right? And
sensor cluster. Who knows?
But it says when, if, spend, change results.
Yeah, but the Coldet says when performing a barrel roll, something ship and when rolling damage. That's about what I can make out. So
yeah, who knows? But this is going to change a lot of the game for TIE fighters or TIE fighter type players. And I guarantee you, if that Zeta, that 3, if that Zeta is going to be anywhere in the vicinity of probably maybe 20 won 22 points, give and take. You could probably see
I'm gonna
at least
guess,
4 on the board.
and let's put it down. I'm gonna say it's probably around 25 points.
Really? That much? I think it's gonna be like in the 21, 22 mark.
Because I mean, well, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. I'm gonna say 24 to 25.
Okay, I'll say 21 to 22.
Okay, we'll see who's right.
But anyway, I think this is a crazy thing. What combinations or setups do you guys think you're going to start putting this together? Because, I mean,
I'm already thinking like Decimator and a couple other things. I just like flying large base ships.
Like a Desi Quickdraw combo.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
I mean, just think of aces, because now you can have Soontir, you can have Quickdraw. And Quickdraw with 29 points. So if you put PTL on Quickdraw.
He's a beefy ship, a 3-3. I mean, it's
almost the same point. Is it almost the same point cost if I do a TIE Interceptor, right? And I put Soontir on here. That's 27 points. So
he's actually more expensive than
Soontir. So it's gonna be.
But
like
Soontir doesn't have shields either.
That's true. So you're getting, but for 2 points, you're getting some beefy shields.
You're getting three extra hits,
and a 0-point title card that gives you an extra dice.
So you could shoot out the rear.
And the rear. Yeah, that point system. Huh?
But Soontir has 3 native, so.
So defensive dice and stuff. But anyway, like I said, what would you guys put together? How would what kind of combination lists? Any ideas that you guys have? Leave it in the comments below.
Yeah, definitely let us know. And while you're at it, go ahead and shoot us a list on slingpaint.com on the listinator and let us know how you think you would build it.
All right here.
Yeah, and check us out on Facebook. Let us know there too. And keep subscribing. If you have, thank you. If not, please do.
All right, this was part 2. Stay tuned for part 3.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
All right, bye, guys.
See you in the next one.